Hey guys! So for our interview presentation, me and Kit decided to interview my one friend from back home in New Jersey. I went to high school with her, and after we graduated from high school, she decided to open up her own cafe, and it ended up becoming very popular, and she opened it right up on the main street of our town. And so I decided to interview her and see how she manages her own business at such a young age. And yeah, so we called her, and it took about 30 minutes.
All right, so our first interview question was, how do you define good and bad management? And she basically said that good management is having strong employees and letting them kind of delegate the work. And she might not have to agree with everything they do, but she has to make sure to make them allowed to make mistakes on their own and learn, as well as she has to learn from her mistakes. And bad management is being like forceful and pushing them to do things that they don't think is right and not learning from their mistakes as well, or hers.
Okay, so the other question we asked her was, how do you identify conflict and handle it? And so she told me that there are often conflicts between employees, which I have to agree with because I have worked in food service and I've seen many conflicts between employees. But for her, she has to step in sometimes and mediate towards agreement and to make a harmony in the workplace. But she was also saying there can be conflict with customers, and most of her staff knows how to de-escalate these situations and conflicts, so she normally doesn't have to step in. And then she also put, I normally don't have conflict with my customers because our staff is just so great to them. We make sure everyone walks out happy and energized after a good meal and some coffee.
All right. The next question we asked was, what is the most challenging part of her job? And she said the most challenging part for her job is dealing with different employees' personalities and just letting them learn how to work together without like interfering with each other's work and making their jobs harder. So it's just like kind of like we're going to school and working with different people in groups. Like she has to learn how just like to deal with these different people, have different backgrounds, different personalities, and how to work as a team so they can have a successful restaurant and have a good day.
Okay, and then we asked, what characteristics do you need for your job and position? And she said, well, obviously, leadership skills are a must. And I know her personally, and she has the best leadership skills. And also she said that I like my staff to look up to me with respect in a positive environment. I also think that being able to make quick decisions is important. There's also a need to think ahead enough to understand the possible outcomes of quick decisions. You need to be able to listen without passing judgment when dealing with employees, and you must be fair with all.
And our final question we asked was, how do you deal with clients who have had a bad day? And she said, in the restaurant business, you have to go with the customer's always right. So oftenly, she just really graciously apologizes to an upset customer and tries to give them exactly what they want to the T no matter what so that they can be happy and hopefully they come back. And another thing she stated was that she doesn't tolerate rude or abusive customers to any of her employees or herself because it's just wrong and you should never be abusive or rude to anybody in life. So she said unluckily she has to ask people to leave or don't come back later after that. So it's just you have to deal with the client as best as possible so that you keep your business running smoothly.
And that's all we had. Makes you really think how much work it takes to run a management. Yeah, that's all. Thank you.